Good morning everyone, welcome to a lovely new vlog, hopefully. Today is Sunday and it is the long weekend. So yesterday I kind of just chilled out, to be perfectly honest with you. It got to about 7 p.m. and I asked Ryan what I've done with my day, which was not too much evidently, but I did do my nails. So I've got a fresh gelish manicure that I did at home as always, using the Lola Lee, I think this is number 11 if I'm not mistaken. So just this beautiful soft pink that I can't get enough of. So that was really nice. And I did have a call to my cousin in Mauritius. We were on the phone for about an hour and a half, so it was really good to catch up with her. And other than that, I think the only other thing I did was watch the Springboks play the Lions yesterday evening, which we won, which is a huge celebration, and so great for our country too. I think it's so important that we have this unity and victory, and I'm not a sports person at all, but it felt good. It felt like going in the right direction and all of us cheering for the same thing. So anyway, this morning I have done my hair and my makeup, as you can see, and I have already set out to go and take photos alone again on my tripod. And I also realized once I was out that my camera battery was dead, so I only managed to get photos on my phone. But luckily I'd seen a trick during the week about using the Lightroom camera app on your phone, and how it actually takes really good pictures because it takes them in RAW. So I think I might have managed to get a few really good ones, so we shall see. I've edited majority of them already, but I've edited them on my phone. I haven't yet put them on the computer, so I'm not quite sure what the resolution will be like once I put them up on my blog, but hopefully you don't mind. Hopefully you appreciate it anyway. I'll give you a little bit of a sneak peek and show you what I'm wearing. Okay, so I have this gorgeous new headband that I have bought from Pink Peony, which I mentioned in my previous vlog, and I bought this one in the like nude color cream, just because I think it goes very well with my entire wardrobe, which is all fairly neutral, and it's got the pearls on it, which I mean, I can't get enough of pearls. I'm also wearing the little floral hoops that I bought from them. The earring itself is just one of the prettiest that I've seen, so they mean a lot to me. So I don't know, I really like the accessories. I kind of feel like they've got a shell necklace that I would really like to incorporate into this outfit. So I'm thinking I might do a third order. Excuse the lipstick on my teeth. I think I might do a third order from them, and it'll be the third order in a month. So you know that I really like them if I've ordered from them 3 times in 1 month, right? Anyway, aside from that, I'm wearing this jumper dress that I bought from Superbalist. It's this sage green color, and it's kind of got like a ruffle detail on the sleeves. It's long sleeve as well, which is really nice. So with the change of season, you know, I'm bare-legged today, which is amazing. I'm not very tanned, but I'm still really happy about the change of season. It's making me feel good. But yeah, so I was intending on wearing this with my over-the-knee boots, but then today was just such a nice day that I thought I would add on my wedges, which I also showed you in my previous vlog, I believe. So this was also part of my Superbalist order. They are relatively low wedges or espadrilles, and they have that little pink toe cap detail, which I wasn't sure about initially, as I mentioned before, but actually because my wardrobe is so neutral and also heavily pink, I think it will fit in perfectly fine. So I went and shot that. I also took this Zara bag that you probably are so sick of seeing, but I love it to death, honestly. It's one of the best things in my wardrobe. I just wrapped a scarf around the handle today, seeing as we were going for a little bit of green, and I kind of like how it looks. I like that this green's a little bit bolder. I did think about putting it with a pink scarf, but I actually don't mind it with a green at all. So that was the look for this morning's I'm not going to say unsuccessful photo shoot, but adapted photo shoot. You have to improvise sometimes, especially when you're on your own. So seeing as I have done hair and makeup, perhaps I should take you through a few of the products that I used today. Maybe you'll be interested, maybe not, but you know we like a makeup chat, so let's do that. Okay, so in terms of hair, I used my CHIT Oracle, which I've been using a lot lately. What's really nice is after the curls on the first day have fallen out, it looks like a blow dry. So, you know, you just need to brush your hair and it's got that wave to it, which is really nice. And I think because we're in the middle of winter, for whatever reason, my hair is needing a wash less frequently than ever before. So I managed to go a full week with these beautiful, beautiful waves. You might think that's completely gross, but I went the full week without a hair wash. So anyway, just letting you know, I really love my Oracle. Then in terms of makeup bits and pieces, I've just got my makeup bag in front of me, which is packed because I generally keep my basics in a bag just in case you know, I don't go out often anymore, but just so that my basics are in one place. I've got a whole lot more makeup, but the basic staples stay in one place, and then the rest goes into my Perspex drawers, and that just works for me. So I have got my Real Techniques blender or sponge that I used today, and then the foundation that I always use is the L'Oreal Paris Infallible 24-hour matte foundation, and I kind of like a velvety finish, not completely matte, but this works wonders on my skin. I've raved about this. You're probably sick to death. You're probably thinking that between this and this bag you've had enough of me, Leanne. So I'm sorry about that, but you know when you find something that just you love, you can't do anything about it. So yeah, that's my favorite, and I've got it, I've mentioned before, I've got it in a few shades, so if I end up tanning, I've got a few different shades to play with, and it all sits really nicely. Then I've also got my Sin palette, which is in my basic staples makeup bag, and I always use this bronzer. I used it on my wedding day. This one is called, I can't even tell you because it's worn off, so sorry about that. And then I used this blush today. Normally I go for the pink. I love a pink blush, but I used Score today, and then Sin for highlights, but kind of like a muted highlights, if that makes any sense. Then in terms of eyes, I used Elizabeth Arden, 2 shades. Truffle, which is like a basic brown shade. This would also be a beautiful bronzer, but I used it on my eyes, just the single oh, excuse my voice, just the single shade. And then not that one, I used this shade, which is called Spice, which is gorgeous. I absolutely love it for the corners of my eyes, and I also kind of like a rounded doll eye. So whenever I'm doing eyeshadow, I try not to make it like a cat's eye. I try and always round it out. So this is when I use like a little bit of a darker shade to round them out. I feel like that for my face, it just works better. but each to their own. And then also I went in with Sin again, the highlighter from the Sin palettes, and just put that on the inside of my eyes. Then for concealer, I used Urban Decay's All Nighter concealer, and this is in fair to neutral, and I love this. It's just, it dries. So the Almay one that I also love, I'm out of at the moment. I need to go and pick that up maybe today. It is really nice and it doesn't dry you out, so just depending on your skin type. My skin type is pretty dry or dehydrated, so I kind of like things that add nourishment to my skin. This one is a bit dry, but it is fantastic. It doesn't budge. It's great. So love that, and I used that today. And then for powder, just use my Revlon little compact. This is just a pressed powder and it's translucent, so I used that. I kind of like using this, especially like to set the concealer, especially if I'm using this concealer. The Almay one I generally don't set, to be honest with you. Even in summer I don't set it. I'm not sure why that is. I just don't set it. Anyway, then on my eyes, to continue, I used a little bit of the Clinique pencil on my brows, if I can find that. Here we go, this Clinique pencil. So I've got a few pencils that I use for my brows. This is quick liner for eyes, so it's one of those that you can line your eyes with, which I sometimes do, and then it's got like a little blending point over here that you can blend out the pencil. And that's also really nice if you're going to be going out to a function and you want to start with a cream based eyeshadow and then build on it with powder, because it gives you a really beautiful finish, and it's also very long lasting if you do the creams and then the powders. So I haven't got the whole 9 yards today because it was unnecessary, but just FYI, if you've got a pencil, an eye pencil, and you kind of start blending that out and then you put on your powders, you're gonna get like a really gorgeous finish. So anyway, I used that. This one is number 3 roasted coffee. It's pretty much finished, but it's still sitting in here for whatever reason, so that I just used on my brows today. Excuse all the little new hairs. But I just used it on the ends of my brows, like barely anything, just a little bit. And then I used my spoolie from the Goof Proof brow pencil, which I also obsessed with. This is the shade 3. I normally go between 3 and 4, and I've done this for years. Like, I'm talking years. You can probably go back on my blog and find me talking about it maybe 2013, around that era. So it's been a long time. It's a really good product, and it's got a great spoolie, so I'll always keep this in my bag, even though this is definitely finished. Nothing else is coming out of here, so I'm gonna have to order another one of those as well. And then the other one that I really love is the YSL pencil as well. This is fantastic, but I mean, this is now like not your average pencil, I guess, like in terms of price range. So this one is number 6, if anyone's interested in a really nice pencil to treat yourself with. It's a stunning color. So back to what I did use. I used the brow pencil, and then for liner, this is another product you're gonna have heard me talk about a million times, and I will not go without it. And this is the Elizabeth Arden Beautiful Color Bold Defining Felt Tip Liquid Eyeliner, and don't even bother with anything else because it's not worth your time or your money. This is unbelievable. I can't tell you how many I've been through. So when I tell you that this is my staples bag, I'm really not joking. Like this stuff, it if it's finished, it gets replaced with a new one and goes straight back into the bag. It's not even up for discussion whether we're trying something else here. You know, blushes, eyeshadows, things like that, mascaras, whatever, they come and go, but the staples, we don't waver because we know it's good. So these are even the products that I wore on my wedding day. So you must know I really stand by them. In terms of mascara, I just said that I do play with other mascaras, and I generally do, but I always come back to the same one. So that is this, which is the Great Lash Mascara by Maybelline, and it's in Blackest Black. I've been wearing this since high school. You know, that like that very first moment where you start to wear a little bit of mascara and a little bit of lip gloss. This was it, and for good reason. It has stayed with me. It is brilliant. But all the Maybelline mascaras are really good, and there are a few other brands that I like, but I also find that I've got to be very careful with mascaras because I tend to get sensitive on my eyes. So either SPF or mascaras or anything that sits too close to the eye can have me teary-eyed all day, and it genuinely does look like I'm upset. It's just an allergic reaction. But my eyes go like really red. It looks like I've been crying, and so that also makes me a little bit nervous of trying different mascaras. It's never stopped me, but it does make me a little bit wary, so I might only put them on for you know, a time period where I know that I only have to wear it for like an hour or so that I can just test it out and see if I need to wash it off. Okay, so I think that's enough rambling about that. In terms of finishing, I used Fix Plus today. I either alternate between the All Nighter Setting Spray by Urban Decay, which is brilliant, or today I used Fix Plus at the moment. So the weather's changing, but it's still extremely dry, like extremely dry. I feel like I need to put hand cream on, and I've already put hand cream on this morning. So sorry, my phone is ringing, give me a second. Sorry about that. That call was from my dad, who's just arrived. We are gonna head out and have some lunch. I think we might end up going to the dog park that you probably saw in the vlog before last. I haven't been since then, but I think it'll be a nice treat, especially for Chloe. So before I wrap up here, I did want to mention that the fragrance that I'm wearing today is Olympia by Paco Rabanne, and I don't know, I've just fallen in love with this fragrance again. I think it's just the perfect time of year, you know, like leading into spring. It's just got that like right amount of spice, but lightness and freshness that makes it really it's a beautiful fragrance. So, you know, I go through stages. I've got lots of fragrances that I love and enjoy, but this one recently, it's just been really great. So wearing that today. I think I'm going to switch out my wedges for some white sneakers, the ones that I've got from Woolies, and just to be a little bit more comfortable and more dog park appropriate. Grab my sunglasses and off we go. Okay, we've got doggy treats. They're a bit warm. So you're gonna sit nicely. They're gonna sit nicely. Yes. Okay. There you go. Sure, Chloe. Savage. Good morning, everyone. Today is Wednesday, and we're off to have a good old cup of coffee at Mug and Bean, which is just down the way from us. And I also need to drop off a Paxi order from my Yaga shop. If you're not aware, I've posted a lot of items on my Yaga shop, which is Arum Lilea if you're looking. So if you're looking for any kind of occasion wear or shoes or anything that you might have seen in my blog, I definitely recommend you go and have a look at the Yaga shop, because you'll find quite a bit of it there. So anyway, dropping off an order, having a cup of coffee and having a good start to the day. Right, we are back from our coffee session. which was so lovely. I actually woke up not feeling so great this morning, but between a little bit of caffeine and a little bit of breakfast, I'm feeling like a different person, which is wonderful. I'm currently standing in my wardrobe. I wanted to show you this lip because I normally go for a pink lip. I very rarely go for a natural, you can't call this natural, but probably a neutral lip is probably the right way to describe it. So I thought I would just mention I've got a liner that I don't even know where I got it from. I think it might have been like a Dischem sorts, I don't know. It's an old liner and it works really nicely. So I've used that as the base, and then I've used my Barely There Elizabeth Arden mattes lipstick, which I love these. I've got so many of them, and then this is the shade that I'm wearing today. It's beautiful, and I adore these lipsticks, really, whether they are mattes, because mattes not my favorites, but the Elizabeth Arden mattes are moisturizing, so they don't leave you feeling like chalky lips. And then over the top of that, I've got an Urban Decay lip gloss. This is the Hi-Fi Shine, and if I can find a color for you, it's called Midnight's Cowgirl, and that's quite a fun name. So my preference is a glossy finish. It's always been my preference. So a little bit of gloss, and these ones have like that minty feel. There's probably a little bit of menthol in them because sometimes they can tingle your lips a little bit, but it's not like crazy or anything. So I'm guessing it's got some kind of plumping action in it, but it just describes it as Ultra Cushion Lip Gloss Ultra de sorry, that's French. Yeah, so that's what I'm wearing today. I am also wearing, for fragrance, Olympia again. I've got a whole stack here that I love. Like the ones that I normally wear during the week is the Elizabeth Arden Mandarin Blossom from the White Tea collection. I love this. I know I've done a reel about this. I probably did it last year, springtime, I think. It is beautiful, this fragrance. Really nice. I believe they've got a new one. I think it might be berry oriented, I'm not sure, but I really love this Mandarin Blossom. It's got that little bit of spice that I like. And then what else have I got on the shelf here? I've also got Versace's Eros, which is really nice too. So I took this to the Pilanesberg just because it's the smallest bottle of fragrance that I have, and yet it's still that long lasting, great quality fragrance. So this is now apparently the fragrance that I travel with, which is also nice because then it brings back memories of travel every time I wear it, which is always lovely. I love the nostalgia that fragrance gives you. What else can I show you from here? I've just thrown on a necklace. I'm wearing my little floral hoops that I've been obsessed with lately from Peony Pink, and then also from another South African store. It's called by Cara Lee. Mentioned them many times before as well. I also went through a phase of ordering tons of stuff from them, and I love their stuff. So I've just got my initial on a medal that you can see there. What else do I have from them that I really like? Oh, these earrings. They're actually on my stand, so let me pull them out and I can show you. So I've pulled them out of my little stand. They are these, it's like an oval shaped hoop, if you can see that, and then it's got the pearl hanging off of it, and I love these. You've probably seen me wear these a ton as well. I mean, I'm just a sucker for a pearl, and these are kind of like an imitation of a river or freshwater pearl than a sea pearl, because they're not perfectly round, and I love that like subtle imperfection. It's, I don't know, it's lovely. So I guess I've got that like pearlescent feel with the golds in these hoops as well, but these ones are from by Cara Lee. You can probably still find them online. As I mentioned, they are all costume jewelry, and I think that's the way to go when you're doing with these kinds of items. I mean, I love a high quality jewelry piece, but I don't think it's necessary when it comes to little pieces like this, because you know, trends change, and also I'm okay if they're not long lasting. You know, if you wear them for a few seasons and then that is it, that works just fine for me, and I enjoy them while I have them. So that's really all you can expect to want from an item. So very affordable pieces, and yet very, very beautiful. Hello everyone, I am popping on here to round off this vlog. I'm actually at my dad's house at the moment. We spent the past few days in the Drakensberg, which was lovely because we managed to just be there in time for that snowfall. So from our lodge we were able to watch the snow-capped mountains. We didn't get snowed down at the lodge, but we sat in the jacuzzi with our beanies on and our warm drinks and just took in the scenery of these beautiful snow-capped mountains, which was just unbelievable. So a really, really special weekend. And this week we're spending in Joburg. We've got a couple things that we need to knock off our to-do list here at the moment. Today included the dentist, so you know, all sorts of things like that while working as well. So it's been pretty busy, but we're staying with my dad and it's so nice to spend time with him. It's really special. So the evenings are spent together, which is really lovely. And I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. If you have been on my Instagram, you might already guess what I'll be chatting about in the next one. So I'll see you then. Thank you so much for watching. Love you. Bye.